Hey guys, Roberto here, and today we're going to take a look at the Souchaku Henshin Kamen Rider Hibiki figure. Now, I don't know why I'm doing this because my channel is related to Power Rangers and not Kamen Rider. But, I just decided to make this channel all about tokusatsu. So from now on, not meaning that I'm not going to be buying Super Sentai and Kamen Rider toys and just putting them out there and reviewing them because, I can't afford that kind of stuff. I'm just a kid. Maybe when I'm older, I might probably buy that stuff and make reviews of it right now, but at this moment, I just, Power Rangers mainly, and sometimes I'll do Kamen Rider or Super Sentai toys if I can buy them or afford them. Now, this is a special toy because I got this on Amazon for only $8, so yay. Second of all, it's also special because it's my first Kamen Rider toy, item. I don't count the Kamen Rider Agito card. I got this in a contest on Tumblr. But, this is my first full Kamen Rider action figure. I ordered this back in December, for Christmas, and tomorrow's my birthday, so I got this before the day before my birthday, so it's basically an early birthday present. And I'm really happy to have this figure because, Kamen Rider Hibiki, I just started watching the series, and, it's getting really interesting, and I just love the way the Kamen Rider is designed. Hibiki's really awesome and everything. So today we're going to take a review at my first Kamen Rider toy. And I'm also going to make a size comparison to a Power Ranger figure to see how tall he stands. And give you guys my basic, my thoughts on the figure itself. Now, let's take a look at the packaging. I was expecting it to be a little bigger. And it turns out to be very small. So that's cool, I guess. It's really awesome. Right down here it says Souchaku Henshin Series, Kamen Rider Hibiki. And it says it up here again. Here's Hibiki, his helmet. And then here's the transformed version of the figure. And inside we get like this little window, and we get the figure untransformed and some of the stuff it comes with. I got it very new, and this toy is old. Like, it's 10 years old, so like, Kamen Rider Hibiki aired from 2005 to 2006, so it's really old, and we're 2015. Here's Hibiki holding the sword thing. I don't remember the name right now, but I'll think about it later. I might remember it maybe. Here he is doing that thing again. That's how he transforms. Is when he's in when he's untransformed yet, he does that to transform instead of a belt. It's a very unique Kamen Rider series because he doesn't use a belt to transform, so that's really cool. And here he is posing. And on the bottom is just Japanese stuff. And right here, detail about the figure. Some poses you can do. Information down here about the Hibiki. And it says Kamen Rider Hibiki up here, and that's all. So let's open up the figure and see what it comes with and transform it. And here we have the figure in the package still, but you can almost, open it. Hitoshi Hidaka is Hibiki's actual name. But in the beginning of the series, they call him Hibiki only, but we later find out his name. I just remembered the name of this. It's the tuning fork. It's like how he transforms. He just presses this button right here, and it flips open like this. And then he just touches some hard surface, and it makes a little sound, and he can transform. And that's how Hibiki transforms. Hibiki's a very strange rider because riders usually transform with a belt. And it's also strange because his motive is like drums and an oni, and oni in Japanese is an ogre. And usually Kamen Rider has an insect theme to it, like the first Kamen Rider was in Grasshopper. Kamen Rider is not every single Kamen Rider series has a insect theme. Ryuki had a dragon theme. Decade was like I don't remember Decade very well. I think Decade was I don't remember what he was. But in Kiva it was a vampire theme, but his suit still looked like a. His suit was more like a jack-o'-lantern kind of thing. I don't know, but Kamen Rider not usually every single rider keeps its like insect theme. The rider that we have now, which is Kamen Rider Drive, the newest Kamen Rider series, he doesn't have a insect theme. So it's usually just Kamen Rider, which is a rider that drives. Like drives a bicycle. Rides a bicycle, I mean. And let's open it up and see everything in detail. And here we have the figure opened. It comes with a little awesome background that is in red. I don't know what it says there. It probably says Kamen Rider or Hibiki. I don't know. I'm not gonna be stupid or anything, but I just don't know how to read Japanese. Here we have the figure. and it's very heavyweight compared to a Power Ranger figure, which is like very light. This figure is very like, you know, it feels like it actually has some weight to it. Let's see the articulation. You can move this up here. There's a swivel joint down here. You can move the fingers, and that's really awesome. That's to carry around the Ongekibo Reka. Sorry, I just, you know, I mess up the names because, you know, it's kind of hard to remember them. Here we have Hitoshi Hidaka's face, which is nothing, it looks nothing like him. But you can move him around. And that's all the articulation. For some reason, you can only move the arms to the side, and not like, you can't go like this for some reason. But yeah, and he comes with a bunch of stuff, as you see right here. Here we have Hibiki's helmet, which you can split aside. I don't know what. It's kind of hard because it's stuck together right now, but you can split it aside. Here we have a little part of the belt, and I just moved the camera. But here we have the belt, and it's die-cast. We actually have some die-cast parts right here. Like this right here, it's die-cast. These things right here, yeah, they're die-cast. So I got the figure for $8, and I just can't believe it still, because they come with die-cast pieces, and they cost like $8. And in America, this would probably cost like $50 the whole set. Here we have the tuning fork. And you press it, and when you press it, it opens up. Here we have Ongekibo Reka. Oh my god. It's so hard to remember the names. And they have like little faces here. I don't know if you guys can see them, but one is smiling and one is sad. This is Hibiki's weapons. And then some armor pieces, which are cast, die cast. And here the disc animal discs, they come with stickers. Here and here they are. The bird, the bear, and Hibiki's main, they're like little gimmick things. It's a bird, bear, and a ape. So yeah. And I was looking at this because, you know, I forgot the disc things for it. It's a little poster, and it shows you all the Souchaku Henshin Kamen Riders. And let's start off with Blade. Here is Kamen Rider Blade. This is Garen. Chalice is right here, the one with the heart. And then Kamen Rider Liangol. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is Liangol. Kamen Rider Ku and Agito also had Kamen Rider Souchaku Henshin figures, but I don't think they could put them here for some reason. Here we have Fies, Kyaxa, Psiga, if that's how you say it, and Delta. And I do plan on getting more of these Souchaku Henshin figures because they look awesome, so yeah, I may review some of these. And then, of course, the only Kamen Rider series I've completed, and next to Agito, is Ryuki. And here we have Ryuki, Scissors, Knight. Raya. Raya is right here. Oja, Guy, Solda, and Impir. And Impir is right here. He's one of my favorite writers because he's so cunning, like, he's so smart, like, he tries to be friends with all the writers. And he just ends up getting killed. And that's, you know, sad. I'm not gonna spoil it for, I just spoiled it for you guys, but yeah. Here, Kamen Rider Hibiki, some of the advertising, some of the toys. Here's the Ongekibo Reka. Yes, I got it finally. It's like the belt for Kamen Rider Hibiki. He uses a tuning fork to transform, and that's very strange for Kamen Rider because they usually use belts. But yeah. And you can turn this into like some little drum kind of thing, and it does sounds and everything. You guys should like see a review of it. Here's the tuning fork toy. The main gimmick of Kamen Rider Hibiki was the animal disc. A Legend Sentai Rider figure. Now these figures are very low material, like they're just crappy. Like you can just move the arms and that's it. They're like the Legend Sentai heroes. They can't move or anything. They just move their arms and that's it. And here's Souchaku Henshin Kamen Rider Hibiki, and then the picture of Hibiki. And I like this poster, so I'm gonna keep this up somewhere. I'm planning on putting it up on a poster. And I just moved everything to the side. So, to transform the figure, you're going to use these weapons. And I'm going to do this behind camera, but I'll just show you an example. These two right here, you stick them to this side, and they should stick, but they're not. I don't want to do it on camera because they keep falling apart. So it's going to be a little hard. And this right here, you stick it to the back. this right here, the part that's bigger, and the one that's smaller, you stick it to the front. So let's do that. I'm gonna do that behind camera. And now we have him with his armor right here. I didn't want to do it on camera because I tried doing it, and well, I kind of sucked at it. They kept falling apart, and I don't really want the die-cast pieces to like get a scratch or anything because they're like metal. You know, they look really cool. So yeah, I did it behind cameras instead. Next, let's put on his helmet, which, yeah, I just took it out there. The helmet is, it's really awesome that this figure actually has his, like, the human face, even though it's a little weird because it looks nothing like the character itself. It's still cool that we can actually transform the figure from its human version. Here we have the main part of the belt. This is what signifies Hibiki and what he is. This is like his main, like, signal. And doing it to the wrong side. And you stick it in there well. To not have the die-cast pieces fall, I just have to stick them really, really in hard, like push them right in there. So that way they don't come out flimsy and fall apart. Next, let's put the features that it has with the belt. And let's stick some of the things that it has to the belt. Let's use the tuning fork, but instead we're not going to use the sticked out version. We're going to use the one that's this version. And let's see how the figure looks with the tuning fork opened. Alright, so I really like the whole way feature of how like you can move its fingers so that way you can hold the thing very well. Here we have Hibiki transforming into Hibiki, which he's already transformed, so I don't really know why I'm transforming him. But this is just what he does when he wants to transform. He takes this out, and then he hits some surface, and then he goes like this. And then it goes ding, and then he just goes on fire like with the purple flames and everything, and then he just turns into Hibiki. And I really love how he transforms because that's really unique and not really Kamen Rider-ish. And yeah. So the version of the tuning fork which is stuck out, we stick that into here. Very good, so that way he doesn't fall or anything. And then here we have Hibiki. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So now let's put the... So this part right here is used to put the disc, and let's open up the disc and put the stickers on them. Now, I'm also going to do that behind camera because that's a little hard doing it on the camera itself, and I really have to focus, you know, that way I don't put the stickers in, you know, the part it's not supposed to do, so I'm going to try my best. And I'll show you guys the finishing details. And then we'll see how Hibiki looks holding his weapons himself. And here we have Hibiki with his animal discs. There's 3 of them, and I put stickers on them. For some weird reason, the instructions don't say put stickers on them, but they came with stickers. And I've looked at the pictures in the packaging, and as you see right here, Hibiki, he doesn't have stickers on them either. So I guess, you know, it's an optional thing. If you want to put stickers on it, you can. And if you don't want to, you can keep it that way. But it's a little strange. I don't know. It doesn't really tell me, you know, maybe it does say it in Japanese, but remember, I don't know how to read Japanese. But yeah, it doesn't say anything. But, you know, I put the stickers on because they look pretty. So overall, yeah, cool. If you have the tuning fork, sorry, in its closed mode, you can make it look like a disc player. Back, you know how in the 70s they had these kind of disc player things, record players. And this is how Hibiki opens up the animals. Like how he makes them transform like that. Now, if you guys saw the pictures in the poster, these animal discs transform into these things right here. Now they do sell these on Amazon, but they cost a lot. I think I saw the bird one, and that one came out was for like $50, I think. And now that's a lot of money. I think for like a cheap thing like that. But I guess, you know, old Kamen Rider toys usually sell for a lot of money. So yeah. Now, after, you know, you put the record, after testing everything out, you can stick the 3 discs right here, and he holds them perfectly, and that looks really cool. So now let's put on the Rekigu. Oh my god. Now I actually forgot the name, but let's put on his drums. Let's call him the drums for the remainder of the video. Now, since the fingers have articulation, you can put you have to put the drums in his hand, and then 2 of the fingers have to go inside this. Now, it is going to be a little difficult, so I suggest let someone help you. And I'm doing this all by myself, so, you know, all by myself. But, get the other fingers very far away from him. Very far away from the other fingers. That way they don't, like, block him. And the remaining fingers that aren't, you know, blocking, they hold the thing. So, yeah, I just got it. Yay. Now I gotta do the other one. Oh my god. I really like the drums. They look really cool. They have like these faces. One is sad and one is happy. So let me do this one behind the camera because it's much easier doing it behind camera. But you know, you guys already saw how it works. Now it looks really cool how like the fingers have articulation. Here in America we don't have that type of stuff. Even with the SH figure arts, I think you don't have articulation for the fingers. But that's really cool. And here's Hibiki holding his Rekigu something. But here he is. What is here he is? Here he is holding them. He looks really cool. Let's see how he looks from the top. So yeah, that's the figure itself. I really like this figure. It makes it look like I'm actually holding a human being, and that sounds a little weird, but it actually feels like, you know, I'm trying to mean like, it actually feels like more of a rider, because it makes it heavy, it makes it feel like he's actually wearing armor, and that's really cool. So it's really awesome how Bandai Japan actually gave this figure so much detail, and so much, you know, attention, and paint job is very spot on. Like, you can actually replace, this is like the SH figure arts in lower quality as an action figure. But it's still just it just looks more like a smaller version of the SH figure arts version. Now, as I said earlier in the video, I would compare this to an Power Ranger action figure, and here he is. He's actually almost the same size. The Power Ranger action figure is almost the same size as him, and that's really awesome. So, you know, if you want to have a little, you know, like a little duel between Hibiki and Dino Charge Red. Dino Charge action figure is very light, and then this one is very, very, like, he's very, like, heavy, so that's really cool. And my final thoughts on it is that if you're really into Kamen Rider and, you know, you can't afford the SH figure arts, the Souchaku Henshin series is a great substitute for it. It has a lot of weapons, just like the Kamen Rider SH figure arts. It comes with detailed weapons and armor and everything, just like the SH figure arts. And for a lower price, you get it for a smaller version, but it's still the same thing, just downsized a little. So that's awesome. And, you know, it's really awesome. And the fact that I got it for $8 is even more awesomer. So everything is awesome. So yeah, Lego movie joke. But it's really, you know, in the end, if you really like Kamen Rider and you like action figures and you can't afford the SH figure arts like me, this is a good substitute for it overall. So yeah, I give this figure a 5 out of 5. And basically, this is my first Kamen Rider toy review, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, after this, enjoy a little photos of the Hibiki figure itself and, you know, more detail. So, yeah. This is Roberto from Ranger Mania signing out.